Just a quick intro to this video because I analyze and break down the absurdity of a video I saw yesterday of a journalist doing a walkthrough through the New Orleans terrorist trailer home in Texas. When I first saw this video, I thought that the person who posted the video, Brianna Morello, was the journalist in the video. It changes nothing as far as the analysis goes. I just thought it's worth clarifying. The journalist in the video is not Brianna Morello who posted the video. Now, enjoy the video and the analysis, which I believe is absolutely insightful. They're not confessing, people. They are bragging. I saw a video that was so preposterous, I sat there watching and saying, I mean, the amount of times I said to myself, what the actual fuck? To myself, I'm sitting there like, fuck, what the fuck? I felt like the Blink-182 guy. I'm sorry, is this journalist being allowed to walk through the terrorist murderer's trailer home 24 hours after a terror attack? With the seeming blessing of the FBI. And by the way, this is no shade on the journalist. I don't think I would have ever accepted the invitation. I would have never stepped foot through that door. Even if the FBI had said, Viva, would you like exclusive access to the terrorist's trailer home? I would have said, thanks, but no thanks. I want to have nothing to do with you or this situation. This journalist, her name is Brianna, we'll get to it, Brianna Morello, gets a freaking MTV Cribs walkthrough of the terrorist's house, and no shade on her. I would not have done it because there's nothing to say that they're not going to decide that what she did was illegal later on. I'm going to play the video, and you're going to sit here and say, what the AF? 48 hours after a terror incident, the front door is off, there's no police in there, and this woman is just walking around video recording evidence? I'm going to play it and try to shut my mouth, but I'm telling you I'm not going to be able to.
We're here inside the New Orleans terrorist home. You can see that it's been clearly destroyed, the door at least, from the FBI raid yesterday. But
the FBI raid yesterday. So we're 48 hours out. Not even. They raid the house. You remember Minority Report? You know how often you see orgy of evidence? Never, because it doesn't happen. What you are looking at, what's beyond an orgy? This is an orgy of orgies of evidence. Watch this. The FBI was there. They're not bagging, tagging things. They're not putting things so they don't get contaminated, so that you don't have cross-DNA contamination. It's splayed out almost as obscenely and artificially as the classified files in the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago. Watch this. WTAF.
If we walk through the home, we see some signs of what he was up to. He had this work area here, lots of different chemicals splayed around, and different electronics. This is, again, a work setup. Left receipts, just very unkempt in here.
Unkempt. That's cleaner than our house, people. So, holy, unkempt, my goodness. You can see the floor, it's not unkempt. Oh, there's just lots of chemicals, lots of electronics. And, within 24 hours, the FBI has gone through and made sure there's no explosives hidden anywhere in the ceiling. Made sure that there's no microphones or microrecord, whatever. No, just here. Come on in, Morello. And I mean, I know that she thinks that this is totally wild as well. At least she did from a subsequent tweet. I would never have done this. Because you know that they wave people in to the Capitol building on January 6th, only later to prosecute them for something.
If we go over here, actually, you can see
you know what I can see? I can see a tabletop. I'm going to show you what my desk looks like. Okay, what do you see here, people? The FBI has left a list of items, either that they've taken or itemized in. Look at this. He's got spices in the cabinet. This is
Department of Justice documents here, the search warrant.
Look at this. It's unbelievable. New Orleans, Louisiana. Date and time. I mean, you can read this. They just let this happen.
And the property that they recorded here.
Look at this. Small pistol primers box. Burner with white residue. Oh, we don't know what it is. Thermometer. What's the other stuff? I can't even read with my glasses. Oh, just a few bottles of sulfuric acid. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in. More stuff. Look at this.
Which seems to be a lot of chemicals. Again, just left in disarray. There's a bedroom back here, and what appears to be his collection of religious materials, his Qurans, an open Quran with a passage there, as well as even the Bible here, but mostly books on Islam, and his prayer rug just to the left of me here. And if we go back, there's another bedroom.
A little Velcro dartboard on the wall.
You can see he left all these belongings, contact lenses, personal belongings.
Oh, are they? Do we know that they're his? Did the FBI do DNA tests on these things to check for DNA that might not match the attacker? It's so freaking outlandish that we are expected to believe that the FBI would not allow this to happen for bragging purposes. They tell us he acted alone, and now they are allowing what is nothing shy of contaminating the crime scene. It's okay. Let's just hypothetically assume they went through and they made sure it's totally safe. This is DNA contamination. There could be DNA of other people in that place that would indicate he had accomplices or was working with other people. And now they might, hey, Murillo, they might come after you in 6 weeks' time. Oh, Murillo, were you working with whatever the guy, Jabbar? Were you working with him? We found your DNA at his place. Oh, but you guys let me in there. Silly woman. Okay, I'm joking about that level of absurdity. This is contamination. What's on her feet, going through the place. Now, are they ever going to know if it was only Jabbar or other people? Who knows what she's dragging in there and leaving on the carpet that they're going to find later on? There's no way they could have secured this place, period. But even assume that they did. Securing for safety and securing to maintain the integrity of the evidence there is no chain of command on any of this now. Chain of custody. Sorry, there's nothing. Hey, well, thank you. Why don't you go and take a big steaming dump on the crime scene?
Bathroom. This seems to be some sort of workspace again with other chemicals here. The light's still on. Some kind of station set up.
Looks like
here.
A scale there.
Really sure what that was for. In what we can assume was also a bedroom. You can see
his bedroom
here.
They got his kafia there.
Just
they
a sign that someone was here up until those last few moments when neighbors said he left just before the New Year's holiday, saying he was done with his lease. It was up and he was on his way to New Orleans where he would live there. Didn't take any furniture because he said his new home would be furnished. That's all we know so far.
This is pure insanity. Absolute pure insanity. I'd love to talk to her, but I have to see how she got access to that, because you presume she got an email or the okay. It's like, you can come do a quick walkthrough. And now I'll steelman it like nothing's ever been steelmanned before. On the outside, you have a secure perimeter, cops everywhere, and they're vetting everybody who comes in and they're saying, look, we just want to get a visual. We need one journal. We want to be transparent, so we'll let a journalist do a walkthrough, documented. They have contaminated evidence at that crime scene by allowing a journalist to come in. No gloves, no hairnet, no, I don't know, I didn't see anything on her shoes. Come in and just contaminate the crime scene. After we're being told that it wasn't a terror attack, but it was, although he didn't act alone, but he did, by the same intelligence agency, so-called intelligence agency, within 24 hours of the terror attack. Holy hell, people. Now, let me see one thing here. I'm going to close that down. I'll give everybody the link to that so you can have it. Duper's Delight at the end tells you it's all a lie. Her. No, she's walking. Man, if you're given, from a journalist perspective, you're given exclusive access to the terrorist, whatever that was, trailer. I mean, from what I understand, journalists were there before the feds were there, at least according to initial reporting. So what do we know about the latest in that? Not much. Not much more than we did at least a little while back. New Orleans Police Superintendent, here, listen to this, says she has no clue why there weren't barricades. This is coming from Colin Rugg. New Orleans Police Superintendent says she has no clue that New Orleans had sidewalk barriers to defend against the terror attacks, which are now being used today. What a total embarrassment. Reporters seem shocked when Anne Kirkpatrick bizarrely admitted that she was unaware of sidewalk barriers, something that would have likely saved lives had they been installed on New Year's. According to the video footage, New Orleans terror attack suspect appeared to get around the police barricades by going on a sidewalk.
Went around up on the sidewalk. That's what that would do. Okay, it would, anyone who thought that they could breach our targets. And so those are some of the main differences we are done in the quarter. Also, you are going to see an incredibly large presence of police. And we are, though, confident, but we want our community to feel confident and know they are confidently safe. And that's what we're going to do. So right now, I can declare to you that the Bourbon Street is open.
Chief, where did those archers come from?
Sorry?
Those yellow archers, where did they come from?
Actually, we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them. And so we have been able now to put them out.
Okay.
Listen to the journalist laugh when she says, actually, we have them.
Bourbon Street is open.
Chief, where did those archers come from? Those yellow archers, where did they come from?
Actually, we have them. I didn't know about them, but we have
Did
them.
you hear the person laugh?
We have been able to have them. I didn't know about them, but we have them.
Right there.
And so we have been able now to put them out.
Bongino says it best. What is it? Yesterday's technology today? Not even. Actually, we have them, and there was a reporter who scoffed. They have them. They had them. She doesn't know why they weren't out, but they weren't out as they took down the bollards because they were upgrading the bollard system. And so they left the citizens sitting ducks to this attack. And now they've let a journalist go and basically sully up, taint an entire crime scene and show you, oh, his Quran was out. His keffiyeh was out. His prayer mat was right in the corner. And you're going to tell me that this is an accident, that the FBI is not confessing their incompetence? My goodness, they are bragging about how they can manipulate the general public. And this is as grotesque an abuse of a crime scene as was splaying out those allegedly classified documents with cover sheets that the FBI made themselves. They splayed it out on the floor, snapped a picture of it, put it in a filing, knowing that the media was going to get access to it and publish it so they could make it look big, bad. Trump had classified documents. Okay, that's it. No matter how cynical you get, people, no matter how cynical you get, it's hard to keep up.